From owning a pet bear to being related to one of the biggest celebrities in the world right now, there is a lot of things I bet you don't know about Luka Doncic. I think just about everyone is on the Luka train by now, considering his rookie card was bought for a record-breaking $4.6 million. However, shortly after, the LeBron James RPA card did take back the record at $5.2 million, which is actually pretty funny because Luka's favorite player growing up was LeBron James. He reportedly even waited outside the Lakers locker room after his first game against LeBron to get a jersey signed by him. And LeBron definitely recognized Luka's talent right away because as early as the 2019-2020 NBA season, James called Doncic a bad mother effer after he became the second player ever to record a 40-point triple-double before the age of 21. And of course, LeBron was the only other one that was able to do this. And then once Luka and LeBron played against each other, LeBron once again took the opportunity to repeat himself, telling Doncic himself, Luka's rookie season year was one of the best ever, beating out once again LeBron James's stats. Luka averaged 21.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 6 assists in his rookie year, compared to LeBron's 20.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. So right from the beginning, Luka proved that he would be a force to be reckoned with in the NBA. So much so that LeBron actually wanted to sign Luka to his brand, but Luka did end up signing with Jordan instead. Another hero slash mentor that Luka had growing up that you may not know about was Goran Dragic. They both played together on the Slovenian national dad on the professional team too, which is pretty crazy because personally I didn't know Luka's dad was also a professional, but obviously it doesn't really surprise us. But this was obviously super helpful because like I said, he was able to get Dragic as like a mentor since Dragic actually played in the NBA and he still plays in the NBA to this day. He's on the Bulls. And believe it or not, Luka was actually Dragic's ball boy on the Slovenian team way back when. That's where they initially met. So the fact about Luka is that he is actually quadrilingual, meaning he can speak 4 different languages fluently. He traveled all around Europe as a kid, so now he can speak English, Slovenian, Serbian, and Spanish. And believe it or not, he actually learned Spanish while playing for Real Madrid, the basketball team, of course, because Real Madrid is more than just a professional soccer team, but they are technically like the same brand. And I believe Luka can even understand 7 different languages. It's just that he's only fluent in 4 of them. But moving on, another crazy thing about Luka is that he actually has the highest playoff points per game average ever in NBA history.
Career playoff games, a new NBA record. He just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And right now that average is 33.5 points a game, although he only does have 13 games compared to Michael Jordan, who is in second place at an average of 33.4 points per game through 179 games. So obviously Luka has a lot of work to do to prove that he deserves the first place title, but with the way he's been playing recently, I wouldn't doubt that that average goes up. He is also the youngest player in NBA history to hit a playoff game winner, which was during the bubble season against the Clippers. And not only did he hit the game winner, he also had 43 points, 17 rebounds, and 13 assists. So this could really be considered one of the best playoff performances in general. Luka also beat out LeBron James, Oscar Robertson, and Russell Westbrook to break the record as the youngest NBA player to record a 30-point, 20-rebound triple-double. So I imagine this is only the beginning of him breaking a ton of NBA records in the future. A lot of people may not know though that Luka was actually initially drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. The Mavericks really wanted him from the get-go, but they had the 5th pick in the 2018 NBA draft and feared that he was going to be selected before that. So as a result, the Mavericks took a leap of faith, essentially trading Trae Young, who they selected with the 5th overall pick, and their 2019 first round draft pick for Luka himself. I think we can all agree that they made the right decision here. And clearly you can't really go wrong with someone who has quite literally played basketball since he was born. Doncic's parents stated that he first picked up a basketball at 7 months old. He joined his first league when he was 8 and was playing against people that were way older than him and routinely dominated before getting notice from Real Madrid and eventually signing with them. Soon after, in 2016, he would meet his girlfriend Ana Maria Goltez, who is still his girlfriend to this day, that he met in Croatia. She is a fashion model and influencer, and since they've been together for around 7 years now, I'd assume that they are a good match. However, there are other family troubles that Luka doesn't really speak about publicly. After playing in the Euro Cup basketball tournament in September of 2022, Luka actually filed a petition against his mother to seek full control over his brand. All we really know is that the trademark dispute is over literally his name, Luka Doncic, and then the number 7, and his mom didn't want to give this up for some reason, which is just crazy to think that she was literally fighting to have control over his name. So apparently they have been working things out. However, we don't really know what the end result was. And if you didn't know, Luka's mom was actually a fashion model as well. So let's just hope his girlfriend doesn't have the same mindset as his mom. Otherwise, he's in store for a lot of troubles in the future. And the Eurobasket FIBA tournament actually caused a little bit of another issue with Luka, because when they lost to the Bosnia team, Luka was caught in the middle of the game saying, "Who are we losing to?" Basically implying that the Bosnia team was trash and that they should not be losing to them. And since this was heard on TV, this actually got a lot of the Bosnian fans and fans of other like surrounding European countries pretty mad, because they felt that Luka was being kind of disrespectful. So while I could see why people could be kind of offended by this if like Luka was trashing their country and they were a fan of them, I think we just gotta understand that's kind of just like a competitive heat of the moment type thing. However, a video that said some pretty offensive things about Albanians, like apparently he did end up apologizing after, of course, saying that he doesn't endorse that, because obviously that'd be pretty crazy. And then finally, guys, a recent controversy that you may not have heard was caused by an artist by the name of Panic, and he actually painted a mural somewhere in like downtown Dallas of Luka holding a sign saying "Please send help," and then also showing like his stat lines of recent games, basically implying that the Mavericks team is doing nothing to help him win. And believe it or not, this actually caught the attention of the Mavericks and the owner Mark Cuban, and Mark Cuban showed his dissatisfaction with the artist and requested that it was taken down. And now the mural was actually blacked out by the artist, so you can no longer see it in public. In fact, Luka himself reached out to the artist and said while he does love the artist's work, he wants to send a quote different message than what was first said in the mural. So yeah, that's good, because obviously this sort of thing could probably cause some internal issues with the team. But yeah, guys, that does it. Drop a like if you learned something new, subscribe if you enjoyed, and make sure to check out this video if you missed it.